is enough said.
Happy Sunday night, Heat Nation. Your boy Ernest here. Back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Giving you guys a second video of the day because we got breaking news. No intro. Let's just get right to it. There is a report that just came out, you guys, from NBA insider Jake Fischer. And I'm going to read this quote to you guys right now, and we're going to talk about it. Sources told NBA insider Jay Fischer that the Miami Heat have had internal discussions about the possibility of trading for Ja Morant, with talks highlighting how the team system might strengthen the All-Star. The report continues to say after that, Miami was already shaping into a surprising buyer on this trade market even before this week's Giannis Antetokounmpo headlines, Fischer wrote. League sources say that the Miami Heat, for example, have had internal discussions about Memphis' Ja Morant and how Miami's infrastructure could benefit him. After that, it just talks about how he made headlines, getting himself suspended. And that's the thing, you guys. This has been a report that's been out there since the offseason. We've talked about the Miami Heat potentially trading for Ja Morant. He was suspended earlier this season from Memphis because he's just butting heads with the Memphis organization. It's not fitting anymore. It's kind of similar to the Jimmy Butler situation last year. Memphis right now, you guys, I mean, they're not doing so terrible. They're 10-13. They're the 9th seed in the Western Conference. They're right there in the play-in tournament. They are 5 games below the 6th seed, but it's still early in the season. When you're a team like that, it's kind of like Miami was a few years ago. Well, the last few years, as a play-in team that we were. When you're right there, a few games under 500, you're fighting and you're scratching and you're clawing to get out of the play-in. So it's not like I feel like Memphis is desperately trying to trade him, but with everything that has happened with these two, with Ja and Memphis, a trade is imminent. Now, the question is, does it make sense for the Miami Heat to trade for Ja Morant? Now, look, you guys, I'll say it right now. We've talked about Ja Morant before. An incredible player. You know, he's a former All-Star. This season, his numbers are not so great than what he's had before. This season, in 12 games, he's only averaging 18 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 39% from the field, 16% from the three-point line, 92% from the free throw line. Trading for Ja Morant, you're hoping you're getting the production that he's been the last few years, the All-Star Ja. I mean, he's only 26 years old, and honestly, man, when you look at his numbers this season, I don't think it kind of shows that his prime is leaving or that he's going down. He's just not happy in his organization. Remember what happened last year with Jimmy Butler, you guys? Yeah, in my opinion, I feel like we won that trade, but at the time when the trade was made, Miami went on a 10-game losing streak and Golden State went like on a 15-1 run after the Jimmy trade. Sometimes a situation may benefit and it could spark a fire, it could spark a run. That's a possibility. Now, here's the thing. You're looking at Ja Morant's contract. He's making $39.4 million this season. He is getting paid for the next 2 seasons after this. He does fit the Miami Heat's age gap line. If you're thinking about a potential trade for Ja Morant, you could look at a lineup of Bam Adebayo, Kel'el Ware, Andrew Wiggins, Norman Powell, and Ja Morant. That kind of leaves Davion Mitchell out, but you know what you get with Ja Morant. And if he's playing with Bam and Kel'el Ware, that could even upgrade his game more. And with a spacer like Norman Powell, a two-way player like Andrew Wiggins, what do you trade for that? Well, the trade is easy if you ask me. It's Tyler Hero, Nikola Jovic, and a draft pick maybe. But do Miami Heat fans really want to do something like that? I mean, I think the trade works. I love Tyler Hero on this team. You guys have heard me mention multiple times that I think Tyler is beneficial on this roster. But if you ask me, he is the guy that gives us the most, that has the most trade value on our team, simply because if we move him, we know that we're going to be fine. We've won without Tyler. We're pretty much the best fast-paced offense in the NBA without Tyler. As much as I like Tyler, this is a business. And if you can get better and trade for Ja Morant and all you have to give up is Tyler Hero, Nikola Jovic, and maybe a future first-round draft pick, do you do that? Do you not do that? There's no reason why the Miami Heat wouldn't be having initial trade talks or trade talks for potentially trading for Ja Morant if they didn't knew they couldn't get this guy for the low. With his situation right now, you guys, he may be a buy low candidate. Maybe the Heat don't have to include Tyler Hero. But now, why would you do that? Like, that's the other thing. Like, people can say, oh, trade for Ja Morant, but not for Tyler Hero. Well, if you do that, you're going to have a team with a buttload of guards. Norman, Tyler, Davion Mitchell, Drew Smith, Ja Morant, Jaime Jaquez, who plays guard sometimes, Simone Fontecchio. It's just too much. A trade during the NBA season, you guys, is difficult because team salaries are maxed out. So you're going to have to make contracts work, make the salary work. You can't send Simone Fontecchio, Nikola Jovic, Jaime Jaquez, Drew Smith, and grab all these lower level players and send them to Memphis for just Ja Morant. It's not going to work that way. Team slots are filled. If this was the offseason, it's something different. During the regular season, the trade that works best, Tyler Hero, Nikola Jovic, a future draft pick for Ja Morant. Maybe not a draft pick. Maybe just Tyler Hero and Nikola Jovic. It works for Memphis, you guys, because when you look at Memphis, they're 10-13 right now. And it's kind of like the Jimmy Butler situation last year. It's becoming a distraction for the team. Ja Morant's been out right now with a calf strain injury, but for all you know, this could be the situation like Giannis. He's just out right now with an injury, waiting to see what the value is for him. So, in conclusion, you guys, should the Miami Heat trade for Ja Morant? Only if the trade is right. And I said it before, you guys, I'll say it again. If the Heat don't end up doing this and keeping Tyler Hero, I think it's great for the Heat. But if you have an opportunity to upgrade your roster and get better, would you not entertain that? Now look, a lot of people may think Ja may be perfect on this roster. But remember, the way the Heat are playing the offense right now, it's kind of the way the coach that took over wanted to play. And it didn't fit with Ja. So now you're trying to sell Ja to come to this team who's trying to play fast, to buy into that. Or maybe by trading for Ja, you can look at Bam and Khalil Ware as perfect pick and roll options with Norman Powell and have more of a fast tempo offense in your bench with Jaime Jaquez and Davion Mitchell. Who knows? Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. What do you think's the best offer? If you guys really think Ja Morant can help this team contend this season, would it be Tyler Hero? Would it maybe be a mix of Andrew Wiggins and Davion Mitchell? That way you can keep Tyler. That's a possibility. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, Heat Nation. Don't forget to support the channel. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We are pushing to 8,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. Had to get this news out there for y'all. Enjoy your Sunday night, and that is enough said.